16 motorcycles from the 60s that still destroy modern bikes. The 60s didn't just go fast, they went wild. Thin tires, light frames, big hearts. Tonight, we count 16 legends that still make modern bikes feel tame. Pure mechanical feel, real road noise, and rider skill front and center. Stick around, because a dirt track terror pops mid-list, and the smooth king of ice elastic grace closes the show. Cruising in at number 16, Bridgestone 350, a GTR, a Japanese moonshot from a tire company, rotary disc feed on each cylinder, and a close stack 6-speed that lets you live in the power. We love how the GTR snaps to attention, breathes clean through those discs, and spins like a watch that drank espresso. Why it still destroys modern. Razor throttle, tiny mass, eerie smoothness. No emission-strangled hesitation here, just crisp, two-stroke punch. Keep it on the pipe, and it pulls far bigger bikes into the mirrors. Light steering, quick transitions, and that addictive ring ding that hits you right in the memory. Design and character feel jewel box precise, polished engine cases, neat rotary covers, twin leading shoe brakes with real bite when set up right, a purposeful cockpit with clear clocks, and a shift pattern quirk old-timers still grin about. Neutral between first and second. Simple lines, tidy welds, zero fluff. It's pure mechanical honesty. Performance in its day? Quick for its size, loves revs, and tracks true on a steady throttle. The chassis is stable without feeling dull. With enough cornering clearance to play on back roads, Autolube oiling saves you from pre-mix guesswork, and the engine rewards clean jetting with glassy smoothness. Owning one today takes patience and care. Bridgestone quit bikes at the end of the decade, so parts are scarce but not impossible. There's a small, passionate cult of owners, a few specialists, and pockets of no treasure. Buy on completeness. Check crank seals and disc faces, and take your time with cable and brake setup. Get it right, and you'll have a conversation starter that rides as good as it looks. From corporate surprise to a poster icon with swagger and sound, the next bike oozes attitude that lived on bedroom walls and in Friday night parking lots. Making noise at number 15, Triumph Bonneville T 120. The cafe racer dream you could actually own. Twin carb British thunder, effortless style, and that lean ready stance that still stops us cold. Fire it, and the pea shooter pipes bark with real mechanical music. It's not nostalgia. It's feel, sound, and instant torque at your right hand. Why does it still destroys modern? Charisma and lightweight. You can sense at parking lot speed. A parallel twin that snaps from idle, picks up clean, and pulls hard through mid-range. No ride modes, no filters, just cable slide and honest response. On a twisty county road, it's a back road dancer with real soul. One user shared, "I've got a 13 T100, absolutely love it. I honestly might keep it forever since I'm fortunate enough to be able to own several bikes at a time and therefore don't need one bike to fit all my needs. The only thing wrong with the T100 is that it isn't the T120. I've got upsized sprockets, so it fares a bit better at highway speeds than stock. But if I needed to ride on the highway more, the T120 would do a better job. Don't get me wrong, the T100 is plenty capable, the T120 is just more capable. Hope this helps." Design is pure icon. Teardrop tank, polished alloy, slim seat, and straight shot pipes. Later 60s bikes brought the twin leading shoe front drum for a stronger period-correct brake feel. Controls fall to hand. The cockpit is simple and clear, and every surface says rider first. Performance for the era? Quick and nimble. The twin carb, roughly 649 cubic centimeter engine made mid-40s horsepower when tuned right, with top-end legs that embarrassed plenty of bigger names. It loves to rev clean, sits stable at highway pace, and steers with a light touch that rewards smooth hands. Ownership today can be oil-tight with smart updates, modern seals and gaskets, electronic ignition, a healthy charging stator, and properly jetted amals or a sensible single carb swap make it a reliable partner. Add stainless fasteners, fresh cables, and a sorted breather, and the little leaks become history. Part support is huge, from full wiring looms to complete top-end kits, so keeping one sweet is work you'll actually enjoy. If you've wanted the poster bike with swagger and sound, and a riding experience with zero digital fluff, this is your forever cafe date. Now we shift from British thump to a 6-gear 2-stroke that lives in the power band and screams for the next corner. Holding strong at number 14, Suzuki T20 Super 6. 6-speed mastery, screaming twin, lightweight mischief. We love this little Suzuki because it rewards skill, not ego. Keep it on pipe, keep your shifts clean, and it turns back roads into a private time trial. The gearbox is the party trick. Close ratios that let the engine sing without dropping off the boil. Why does it still destroy? Power to weight, a slim steel frame, a willing 2-stroke twin, and rotary induction give you snap, revs, and surprising pace. Modern twins feel strangled by emissions. This one breathes and barks. Ride it smoothly and you will humiliate bigger iron between corners while burning peanuts for fuel. Design and character, slim tank, tidy clocks, purposeful simplicity. Cables run straight, controls feel mechanical, and every click through the box is satisfying. Performance in its era was shocking for the displacement. Light steering, a settled chassis, and an engine that loves to work. It lives above the mid-range, where the pipe hits and the world goes grayscale. Ownership today is friendly if you are patient. Cables, jets, and rings are simple. Top ends are weekend jobs with basic tools. Keep oil fresh, set plug heat properly, and it rewards careful hands with reliable thrills. Parts exist through specialists and club hoarders. The community is helpful. Old racers still nod with knowing grins. From corporate surprise to a poster icon with swagger and sound. Landing at number 13, BMW R69S Boxer Serenity, shaft drive civility, Teutonic quality. The R69S showed us that comfort and control could ride with speed. The Earl's fork keeps the front planted under brake and bumps. The low crank mass of the Boxer makes transitions smooth, not spooky. Why does it still destroy? Because miles matter. This machine eats distance with quiet confidence, while many modern middleweights buzz and beg for mercy. The motor pulls clean from the basement, revs, and settles into a turbine hum at highway pace. Add the famous sidecar pedigree, and you get stability that turns crosswinds into a shrug. This is how beautiful the BMW R69S sounds. Design and character feel elegant, not flashy. Tool roll service was part of the promise. Valves you can set in your garage, points you can reach without a tantrum. It is a gentleman's motorcycle with a worker's soul. Performance in its day was honest and controlled. Brakes were stout, the chassis felt composed with luggage, and the bike preferred a smooth flowing line over bar flick antics. It is not a wheelie hero. It is a continent eater. Ownership today is rewarding. Parts support is strong, manuals are clear, and the community is generous. Keep the magneto and charging system healthy, Maintain cables and drive shaft splines, and it will treat you right. Payoff is simple. Fewer surprises, more miles, and that unmistakable boxer heartbeat. From calm to chaos, the triple-cylinder firecracker from Akashi is warming up. Coming in at number 12, Kawasaki H1 Mach 3500. Widowmaker myth, real-world rocket, featherweight mass, ferocious two-stroke power band, and 3 screaming pipes gave this triple its legend. Roll it above the mid-range and front goes light, horizon tilts, and your heart rate spikes. Respect it, and you taste pure 60s chaos. Why does it still destroys? Power to weight shock. Modern emissions and traction aids make speed clean but muted. The H1 makes it raw and alive. Reports of 100+ miles per hour were common, delivered with banshee howl and a hint of premix. Design and character are candy-colored and purposeful. 3 expansion chambers, a lean frame, minimalist bodywork. The cockpit is honest. Speedo, taco, warning lights, go. It asks for smooth hands, smart gear choice, and a calm brain. Performance in its era was explosive. The hit arrives like a hammer, so you set suspension, square the corner, and feed throttle with patience. Ride the wave and it flies. Chop it mid-corner and it reminds you who is boss. Ownership today is safer with smart upgrades. Modern compound tires, better pads, shocks, and careful ignition timing turn nerves into joy. Keep crank seals healthy, set carbs evenly, and check the oil pump with religion. Do that, and the H1 becomes a riot you can rely on. Time capsule check. What 60s poster lived on your wall? Drop model, color, and where you would ride tonight. Next is Spain's Road Scalpel. Light, fast, and frighteningly precise. At number 11, Bultaco Metralla Mark II. Spanish surgical tool. Minimal mass, maximum feel. The Metralla Mark II is what happens when weight goes on a diet and geometry gets sharp. Snap the throttle, feel that clean 2-stroke crack, and it darts for apexes like a short-track racer. It rewards precision, not muscle. Why does it still destroys? Weight advantage plus razor steering equals a modern giant killer on bumpy B-roads. The single is crisp, the gearbox is close, and the whole package talks to your hands and feet in big, clear letters. While newer bikes chase numbers, this one chases feedback and wins. Design and character brings silver and black elegance with hand-finished details. The tank sits narrow, the seat is slim, and the lines are classic without fluff. Twin leading shoe brakes, when set correctly, work, letting you brake, then carry roll speed. Top speed of Bultaco Metralla Mark II. Performance in the period was lively and addictive. Gearing keeps the motor in the sweet spot, so you surf a small but eager torque curve and let momentum do the heavy lifting. On real roads, that rhythm humiliates heavier, softer machines. Ownership today is about care, not cash burn. Parts flow through specialists and dedicated clubs. Advice is generous if you listen. Keep oil and jets right. Seal the intake and mind the cables. Do the basics well, and it will start easy, rev clean, and laugh at long Sundays. Now for Italy's transverse heart, the V that became a dynasty. Claiming the 10th position, Moto Guzzi 5 7700. Transverse V-twin torque, shaft serenity, police fleet toughness. That is the V7 700. We love how it thumps low, runs cool, and shrugs off long days with old-school calm. It is mechanical, simple, and built to work. Modern-day edge, stability on broken pavement, easy service with those alloy heads in the wind, and mile-crushing poise that keeps hands relaxed. You sit upright, knees easy, arms loose, the friendly triangle that turns hundreds of miles into an easy afternoon. Shaft drive means clean pants and no chain mess. Design and character are unmistakably Italian. Big rocker covers stick out like chrome wings, tank lines are classic, and that side-to-side rock at idle feels alive. Telescopic forks handle bumps, and the frame carries a police duty vibe. Real-world pace, tractable pull, rock-solid chassis, adult speed. It is not a screamer, but it cruises a steady highway with room to breathe, and it gets happier the longer you ride. Brakes are honest for the era. Modern linings and braided lines add confidence. Ownership today is friendly. Parts are plentiful, and a few smart electrical grounds make lights, charging, and starting feel modern. Keep valves set, change oils, ride often. Carb sync is quick, and timing checks are simple driveway jobs anyone. American hot rod minimalism with open megaphone attitude. Number 9, Harley-Davidson Sportster XLCH. Kick-only grit, high compression bark, skinny fast. The Sportster XLCH is a hot rod minimalism that trades gadgets for feel. A firm boot lights it, the idle thumps, and roll-on brings mechanical thunder. Underrated why? People expect harsh and cranky. Set ignition right, keep the carb clean, and it pulls hard with instant thrust. No belt here, a primary chain and regular habits, but the payoff is a direct drive feel. Character is edges and music. Peanut tank, low lines, spool-style wheels, and that open megaphone attitude with proper pipes. Steering is quick once rolling, and the chassis rewards smooth hands. It can prowl a quarter mile or loaf through town. Buyer checks, points or electronic ignition, health, clutch adjustment, and primary chain tension. Clean oil, honest wiring, and a charging system that holds steady volts. Tires by date, a straight swing arm, and tight head bearings keep it true. Value stays sane when you buy calm. Documented, cared-for examples bring fair money. Hacked wiring does not. Pick the one that starts warm, idles clean, and shifts with decisive clicks. Tune it like a tool. Enjoy big torque. Range can be modest. A larger tank fixes it, and better rear shocks transform ride comfort on rough county pavement at speed too. A tidy Yamaha twin that taught the world about lightness. Do not miss real 60s legends, deep facts, and tight histories every week. Throttle the engine and subscribe. Ring the bell. Ride with our crew. Making waves at number 8. Yamaha YDS3. Autolube smarts, zingy twin, newspaper bike looks with racer heart. This tidy Yamaha taught the world about lightness and balance. Oil injections saved the mix headaches. The engine revved, happy. Where it still stands tall today is in ease. It starts easily, spins past mid-range with joy, and flicks into corners with little input. Keep momentum, pick clean lines, and it embarrasses bigger iron in twisty sections. The cockpit is simple and honest, with tidy clocks and a crisp throttle you can trust. Design speaks to utility and fun. Slim tank, bench seat, straight bars, and a stance that welcomes riders of many sizes. The pipes sing a bright two-stroke song that smells like youth, garage doors, and late evening loops. Brakes are honest for the day. Modern linings and tires bring steady confidence. Ownership is straightforward if you respect details. Set the oil pump correctly, keep cables free, and jet for weather and altitude. Rings, gaskets, and seals are available, and parts support through specialists stays strong. A careful carb clean fixes most grumpiness after storage. We always buy with our heads and our hearts. We want a clean tank, tight spokes, smooth steering bearings, and a motor that hot starts without drama. Find that, and you own a featherweight time machine with real charm. Royal Enfield sleeper that could sit at 100. Holding strong at number 7. Royal Enfield Interceptor 750. British big twin with desert racer soul. The Interceptor carried a straight line authority and a long leg pull that stunned rivals. Built in small numbers, it mixed handsome cases, purposeful stance, and honest hardware with a motor that felt ready for wide valleys and empty highways. What makes it special now is effortless pace without strain. Roll on from low revs and it digs in, past the legal limit before you notice. At a steady ton, it feels composed, not frantic, the kind of calm that modern middleweights still chase. That makes it a sleeper you ride far, not just pose with. Design brings swagger and simplicity. Polished alloy, proper fenders, tidy side covers, and a tank that looks right from every angle. The cockpit is minimal. The view over the cap is pure 60s, and the soundtrack is deep, even throbbing. It is a hot rod minimalism with manners. Riding character favors straight roads, sweepers, and two-lane romps. Brakes are of the day. Set up well with fresh linings, they do their job. Suspension likes smooth inputs. A quality shock set and fork oil refresh wake the chassis up nicely. It is a fast tourer. Ownership today means attention to detail. Build quality varied, so seals, wiring, and fasteners deserve modern upgrades. Set timing correctly, keep plugs fresh, and treat fuel like it matters. Do that, and the Interceptor repays you with mile after mile of easy speed. Orange and chrome. Italian endurance with serious muscle. Locking down number 6. Laverda 750 GT/S. Hand-built Italian twin with endurance racing DNA, the Laverda 750 blends. Tool room precision with long-distance grit. Big flywheel stability, brick-strong engineering, and a chassis that tracks true on busted county pavement. It is the orange fire people still see in their mirrors. How it humbles moderns is simple. Mass that calms, geometry that trusts, and road manners that age well. Hold a line in a ragged sweeper, roll that fat mid-range, and feel the chassis talk back with honest, low-drama feedback. No electronic shouting, just mechanical truth. Design and character are workshop romance. Orange paint like sunrise, a robust frame you could lift an engine with, and hardware that feels made by hands, not robots. Industrial sculpture that wants to be ridden. Period performance still satisfies. Stout torque, sure-footed handling, and serious brakes for the time. A fork oil refresh and quality tires make it feel modern without losing soul. Ownership today is easy if you are methodical. Spares live with specialists, manuals are clear, and service keeps everything happy. Do your valve checks, mind the cam chain, keep carbs clean, and it rewards you with long life. Pick 160's upgrade for any classic, better brakes, modern tires, or electronic ignition. What is your first move and why? Now for a Japanese two-stroke that toured, sprinted, and never broke. Coming in hot at number 5, Suzuki T500 Cobra/Titan. A big bore too. Stroke that ran cool and lived long, the Suzuki T500 is the oddball that mechanics trust. Oil injection keeps mixtures right, porting is mild, and the crank is built like a farm tool. Real-world reliability with old-school 2-stroke thrill, a rare and beautiful combo. Where it shines is the blend of flexible pull and calm temperament. It will lug through town without complaint, then stretch its legs with clean, even surge. The frame is stout, the wheelbase brings stability, and gearing feels friendly everywhere. It asks for a map and a weekend, not excuses. Design and character lean classic and practical. Broad seat, handsome badges, tidy side covers and pipes that speak in a warm, hollow baritone. The cockpit is uncluttered, with switches you can read in a storm. Purposeful, not precious, which keeps owners riding. Performance in the period was steady and safe. Strong MED, stable at speed, brakes that worked when maintained. Fit modern linings, braided lines, and fresh fork oil, and it feels composed on back roads and country highway. The engine stays cool because Suzuki tuned it to live, not just win a brochure. Ownership today is straightforward. Keep the oiling system set, jet sensibly, and change gearbox oil on schedule. Pistons, rings, cables, and seals are easy to source, and the community is helpful. This is the 2-stroke you hand to a friend and sleep fine. Honda's Jewel Box middleweight that sang to the moon. Number 4, a Honda CB77 Superhawk 305. Redline Joy, electric start, precision. Honda build, the Superhawk 305 is the middleweight that made riders believe. Tidy weight and a willingness to rev gave it a voice and a speed that felt new in its day. It still feels fresh because the fundamentals were right. What lifts it today is balance. Mass is sensible, the chassis talks, and the engine lights clean with a button, not a prayer. It respects your hands and rewards smooth inputs. Perfect for early morning back roads and small town loops where feel matters more than noise. Design and character are elegant and practical. A tubular steel frame, chrome tank, panels with polished edges, clear clocks, and proper peg placement. The stance is lean. The finish is thoughtful, and nothing screams for attention. Era's performance was bright and eager, a rev, happy punch. Tidy brakes for the time, and suspension that, with fresh oil and bushings, still feels willing. Modern tires transform confidence. It is a bike you shift often, rev often, and smile always. Living with one today is easy if you sort the basics. Keep the points clean or convert to electronic, verify charging output, and maintain healthy battery cables. Parts are abundant, manuals are clear, and the Honda ecosystem makes ownership calm. The single that beat the field, noise, nerve, and numbers. Number 3, BS Gold Star DBD 34. Clubman legend and big single thunder. The Gold Star DBD 34 is the poster that launched 1,000 cafe daydreams. It carries a trophy case on its shoulders with wins in road racing, scrambles, and hill climbs that defined a generation. Serious as a starter flag and charismatic as a drum solo. It embarrasses modern machines by stripping the ride to rider and road. Minimal mass, giant torque pulses, and instant response make you part of the machine. There is no filter, only feedback. When your line is clean and your timing is true, it flies. Design and character are pure race. Alloy tank that shimmers, rear sets that set your hips, and racing clip-ons that fold you into the wind. Pipes bark a deep, proud song. It looks like speed even when parked, and it never stops asking for another run. In the period, the pull was brutal, the steering razor sharp, and the brakes honest if kept in trim. Today, fresh shoes, drum tuning, and true wheels deliver real confidence. It punishes lazy inputs and rewards focus. Ownership is set up sensitive, yet worth the effort. Timing, carb, and plug chops are a ritual, not a burden. The history network is huge, and specialists can deliver every washer and jet. Get the settings right, warm it properly, and it becomes a living museum piece that actually wins rides. Honda's high-tech experiment taught the whole company. Number 2. Honda CB 450 Black Bomber. Double overhead cams in the 60s felt like science fiction, and Honda proved it with a very fast twin. The CB 450 brought modern top-end thinking, tight tolerances, and a will to rev that put bigger rivals on notice. It was Honda saying, "We deliver precision, we deliver power, and it starts every morning." Why does it still matter? Engineering firsts with real road payoff. The camshaft-driven valve train breathes clean, and combustion stays efficient. Ride it smoothly, and it surges to 100 miles per hour without a swait. Design and character seal it. Black tank, chrome panels, purposeful stance. The motor sings a metallic tenor, the gearbox clicks with Honda clarity, and the whole machine reads engineered. Ownership now is friendly if you are careful. Carb sync and mounts tame buzz, ignition timing matters, and parts are plentiful. Keep it stock, keep it tuned, and it behaves like a well-trained athlete for decades. Join the garage, riders who share tools, routes, and the best bargains. Hit subscribe so you never miss deep dives and ride-ready guides. Rubber-mounted British brilliance that stayed smooth at speed. The Crown rides quiet, looks right, and handles real roads. Finally, the best of the best. Number 1. The Norton Commando 750. Ice-elastic genius gave us British twin sole without the shake. Norton separated the engine and swing arm with elastomer mounts, then tied it together with careful geometry. So you get that hot-blooded pulse and turbine smooth at the same time. The result is high-speed stability that makes many modern retro twins feel a step behind. What makes it crush miles today? Confidence at real speed, gorgeous to see, addictive to ride. The long tank and slim waist flow into perfect lines. The seat fits grown-up knees, and the bar position keeps wrists happy on long two-lane pushes. With a healthy tune, about 60 horsepower is on tap, and a genuine ton plus arrives with calm, not chaos. Character is unmistakable. The clutch has honest weight, the brakes respond to firm hands, and the engine answers with clean round thrust. It is classic without being cranky, fast without being fussy, and elegant without being fragile. Living with one takes respect, not fear. Set the ice-elastics right, keep the electrics clean, verify grounds, and run modern tires. Fresh cables, accurate timing, balanced carbs, and the Commando becomes a faithful, long-legged partner that loves sunrise starts and empty back roads. It still turns fuel into distance and noise into grins better than most things with twice the gadgets. We chase history and heart, not hype. Thin tires, light frames, honest sound. The 60s still put modern bikes on notice, mile for mile, grin for grin. Want prices, buyer traps, and ride-ready guides? Click the next video, subscribe, ring the bell, and join our crew so the stories, the tech, and the roads keep coming always.